Hey Aries, welcome to Tarot Talk. My name is Tommy, and in just a minute, we'll get started with your weekly tarot reading. And we'll be diving deep into your energy for the week ahead using the Celtic Cross spread, uncovering some important insights for you. Now, each card carries a powerful message, and we're going to make sure we explore the imagery, the zodiac connections, and some deeper meanings to ensure that you walk away with clarity, direction, and confidence for the week ahead. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates with you for your Aries, sun, moon, or rising sign, and leave behind anything that doesn't fit your situation. Let's dive in. Also, I would ask that you like, subscribe, and comment. I do love reading your comments, and of course, subscribing helps us grow our channel. So we would love if you would subscribe to us here. All right, let's get started. So first, you've got the Three of Pentacles here, and this is Capricorn energy. So the Three of Pentacles actually represents teamwork, skill building, and recognition. So it's symbolized here by the craftsman that's working with these two others on this grand project here. You can see he's kind of building these cathedral walls, and it's got this archway over here. They're holding a blueprint. I would say that from a career standpoint, you're entering a phase where collaboration is key. So whether that means networking, working with mentors, maybe refining your craft with others there involved, I would expect opportunities to showcase your abilities, but stay open to feedback because your greatest success will come through learning from those around you. So from a financial advice standpoint, your financial stability is growing through dedicated effort and structured planning. So keep investing in the long-term vision rather than the short-term gains. If you've been considering taking a class or skill building program or something like that, this really is your sign to go for it. It'll increase your financial opportunities, I think, here in the near future. Now, as far as your challenge card here, you've got the Queen of Wands. Now, this is Aries Leo energy. So the Queen of Wands here, she's sitting on her golden throne. She's holding this wand, and she's got a sunflower in the other hand. It's really a sign of charisma, independence, and vision. So your challenge this week is embracing your inner confidence. If you've been hesitant about taking a leadership role, now would be the time to step it up. Your ability here to inspire and influence others is your greatest strength, but you must own it fully. Don't wait for permission here. Now, from, again, a finance advice, it looks like financial independence is within reach, but it's going to require bold decisions. So don't be afraid to invest in yourself or take calculated risks here. If you've been relying too much on others' financial advice, make sure to trust your gut instinct because you have the wisdom here to make smart choices on your own. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on in your subconscious here. You've got the King of Cups. I'll say this one keeps coming around over and over this week. This is Scorpio and Pisces energy. So you've got the King of Cups here. He's sitting on this throne, and he's surrounded by these turbulent waters, but he's remaining calm and in control here. It really symbolizes emotional mastery and balance. I would say that you're learning to navigate high pressure situations without letting emotions cloud your judgment. It's really a true sign of leadership here. If work has felt overwhelming, it might be important to regulate your emotions. Maybe approach challenges with wisdom rather than reactionary decisions. From a financial standpoint, emotional spending or avoidance of financial planning could be surfacing here. It's time to really take a balanced approach to that. So if financial concerns have been weighing on you, step back and handle them with clarity rather than stress-driven decisions. I think the solution here is within reach. You just need to look inward for that. So let's take a look at your past energy here, and you've got the Ten of Swords. Uh, Now here you can see that there's this figure lying on the ground. He's got the 10 swords in his back, literally stabbed in the back here is what it's saying. But it's also symbolizing kind of an ending, maybe a betrayal, uh, or a painful cycle here closing out. So you've got this darkness here, but you've also got the dawn of a new day. So while this might have been a painful chapter for you, it's also the sign that it's over. It's kind of at the worst point it's going to be, and it's now on an upward trend. Um, it looks like maybe you've experienced a career setback, or maybe some burnout. There might have even been an abrupt ending to that, one that you weren't expecting. Um, but it looks like you're stepping into a new chapter here with fresh potential. Um, this past disappointment, I think what you're being guided to do here is to use that as fuel, to kind of redefine what success looks like for you. Uh, if you faced a financial hardship or debt or a loss, this card reassures you that that cycle is ending. So now would be the time to rebuild with a smarter strategy. Just make sure you're letting go of old money habits that no longer serve you. What you're moving toward, you've got the Hermit. Now he walks alone here, and he's holding this lantern in the dark, and he's searching for deeper wisdom, but he's also pulling from the wisdom within, is what that lantern is representing here. So this week is a week of introspection, where you need to step back and reassess your professional goals. So instead of rushing into new projects, spend time refining your vision so that your next move is purposeful. Um, Take a financial pause, reevaluate your money habits. That will serve you well this week. You might need to create a better savings plan. You may need to rethink an investment, but somehow here, patience, careful planning, looking within, and seeking guidance from others when needed, that'll all lead to success. So here in your near future, you've got the Nine of Cups. So this is showing that things are going to definitely start improving here. So you've got this figure, and he's sitting confidently in front of these 9 golden cups. His arms are crossed in satisfaction. This is all symbolizing emotional fulfillment, achievement, personal contentment. So this is really sort of known as the wish card. It's signaling that something you've been working toward is coming to fruition. So in your career, you're about to experience a major sense of accomplishment here. Whether it's hitting maybe a career milestone, you might just be receiving recognition, you might even just be achieving a personal goal, but it's all going to be positive in career. So if you've been working toward a promotion or maybe considering a new job or launching a new project, this is a sign that that success is within reach. So good for you. That's great. I would also say don't get complacent in that. Uh, the Nine of Cups rewards effort that's been put in consistently. So make sure you're pushing forward with the same dedication that got you here. So just whatever this opportunity is, don't look at it as you've crossed the finish line and now you're done. It's kind of like, no, you've gotten this new opportunity. Here it is. You've earned it. Now run with it. Financially, this card suggests maybe the upcoming reward or financial gain. It might just be an increase in income, or it could even be an unexpected windfall here. You might just be feeling more secure about your financial situation, but somehow it looks to me like your bank account is going to be growing in one way or another. Now, it also reminds you to practice gratitude and balance. So avoid overspending just because things are going well. So, um, if you do get a sudden windfall, use your inner guidance here to kind of take some time to plan how you can really stretch that out and maybe even make that money work for you instead of just going and blowing it on something frivolous. Celebrate wisely is the approach there, but do take some time to celebrate your win here. You definitely deserve it. All right, let's take a look at your energy and attitude here. You've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is an earth sign. You've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy in this. You've got this young figure here. He's standing in an open field. He's holding this golden pentacle and gazing at it with this curiosity and some determination. Um, the landscape behind him here, you can tell, is fertile, and it's symbolizing new opportunities, steady growth. It really represents learning, ambition, and laying the groundwork for success. So it looks like, and you're aware of it, that you're in the phase of growth and skill development. Your mindset this week is one of curiosity, ambition. Um, Whether you're starting a new project, maybe you're exploring a different career path, or maybe you're just refining your craft, this card really encourages you to stay focused on the long game. The Page of Pentacles, it's a reminder here that success comes from patience, discipline, and the willingness to keep learning. So make sure you're not rushing any processes here. If you've been considered again for professional development, now is the time to invest in your knowledge and your long-term career success. Now, your financial outlook is also improving with this. But again, we come back to it's the time for careful planning rather than impulsive spending. So if you've been thinking about investing, if you've been thinking about saving, learning new financial strategies, now is the time to take those first steps, but do it in small steps. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? Take calculated risks. That will lead to long-term financial stability. So just make sure you're building a strong foundation here rather than chasing the quick wins. Okay, make sure you're setting budgets. Maybe even start an emergency fund here, and make sure that you're learning about investments before you just jump into them. All right, your external influences. You've got the Five of Swords. Now this is Aquarius energy here. You can see that there's a figure. He's standing and he's holding these three swords while the other two walk away. Okay, in the distance, you see that these guys have their heads lowered in defeat. The sky is cloudy. The scene really conveys conflict, tension, and even a hollow victory. So there's likely to be power struggles, disagreements, and maybe choosing whether to engage or to walk away this week. So again, a little bit of conflict, external conflict here coming at you. So if you find yourself in a competitive or challenging work environment, and there's egos clashing, you might even find yourself getting involved in some office politics or a disagreement with a colleague. It could even mean that someone's trying to undermine you. But whatever the case may be mindful on how you respond. So this would be one of those, if you're getting emails from a supervisor or a coworker and they're kind of stinging emails, and you sit there and you want to just pound the keyboard and respond to them, I would be careful about that. I would let that sit in your drafts for just a little bit, pause, take a deep breath, maybe go on a walk down the hall or walk outside real quick before you just fire off a response. Again, remember that sometimes walking away is the wiser choice. Don't respond from a place of emotion. Whatever your response is to the things that are coming at you in your career this week, make sure you're taking a calculated approach and that you're cool, calm, and collected about it. Even ask yourself, is it truly worth my energy? Maybe my peace is more valuable here. So choose your battles carefully. Don't you don't have to win every time. It might be okay to walk away. That is a win. Now, financially, be cautious of financial decisions that involve contracts, deals, or negotiations. Okay, there may be hidden details or power plays at work. And again, not to mix up the readings here, but that's the third time that I've had this reading come out this week. That contracts, be careful, watch the fine print. So I think at this point, I'm just going to pretty much say all zodiac signs, yourself included, Aries, need to watch the fine print in any contract. So if you're entering into something big this week, just make sure, I'm not saying not to, just make sure that you understand all of the fine print, okay? Now that's whether that's a business partnership, an investment, Again, if it's just a large purchase, whatever it is, just make sure you're educated about what you're doing. That goes back to the Page of Pentacles here too. Make sure you understand it. Don't just jump into something blindly. Don't make any impulsive financial decisions. Again, we're coming back here. We want to create, we want to get our extra wealth and make it grow for us, but do it calculated. Okay? So your hopes and fears. We've got the Six of Cups here. This is Scorpio energy. You see here in the scene that you've got these two people. They're exchanging golden cups with flowers in them. The setting is peaceful. It really symbolizes nostalgia, past influences, childhood memories, emotional connections. The Six of Cups often reveals revisiting the past or maybe old relationships resurfacing. You might be finding comfort in familiarity right now. So at work, you may be hoping to return to something more familiar, whether it's an old job, maybe it's a career path that you pursued previously, or maybe even working with some of the same people that you worked with in the past. It's kind of showing here that you might have an opportunity to connect with a past mentor even. But there may also be a fear of being stuck in the past, or maybe holding on to something that's outdated, maybe an outdated career expectation. So nostalgia is always good. It can guide us in the right way. It can prevent us from making mistakes. But sometimes if you get too deep into it, it can cloud your ability to move forward. You know, kind of saying like, well, this is the way that I've always done it, so I don't want to do it this new way. So maybe ask yourself, are you idealizing the past? Or is there really truly unfinished business, or was that way really better to do it? Maybe it deserves another look. Maybe be open to trying new things. So keep an open mind, and I feel like that might tie in a little bit here with this conflict is the feeling that I'm getting. So if somebody's asking you to try something a new way, I would be open to trying it, being open to learning the new way. Don't shut it out just because you've always done things one way. You don't want to box yourself in like that. Now, on the same time, again, going to finance, a financial habit from your past, it might be influencing your current decisions. So it might be the way that you were raised to handle money. It could be past financial mistakes. It might even just be an old belief system around wealth. But really, this card is kind of encouraging you to reflect on how history shapes your financial mindset today. So again, just like with the career advice, just because you've always done it one way, or maybe you were taught to do it one way, doesn't mean that you can't explore something new there. Just remember to watch the fine print, okay? There could also be a fear maybe of repeating past money mistakes. It's kind of an opportunity here to heal old financial patterns, create a healthier, more empowered relationship with money moving forward. So don't be so stuck and set in your ways. Learn from whatever remember the lessons you've learned in the past. There we go. And apply them to something new, but don't be afraid to make changes either if it's going to benefit you financially. All right, so let's take a look at the outcome here. You've got the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, he sits confidently here. He's got this ornate golden throne that he's sitting on. His wand is actually blossoming here. It's really all a symbol of vision, leadership, and mastery. Okay, so his fiery energy here is radiating ambition, confidence, the ability to turn ideas into action. So he's representing an experienced leader, a bold decision maker, and someone who pursues their goals with unwavering determination. So the career advice here is that by the end of the week, you'll be stepping fully into your power as a leader, as a visionary, as a key decision maker. Now, this might mean taking charge of a project. This might mean launching a new adventure. It might be earning recognition for your expertise. But the King of Wands signifies that you're in a position of authority and influence. So you're no longer following someone else's plan here. you might be the one creating the vision and leading others towards success. If you've been doubting your ability to take on a bigger role, I would say this card is a clear message that you're ready. All right, now financially, your financial confidence is increasing. So again, you are learning. You're moving through all of the processes and doing what it takes to educate yourself on it. Learning that maybe the old ways aren't the only way. It would suggest that you're ready to take bold, but again, calculated, that word keeps coming up, calculated risks that align with your long-term vision. So be open to exploring investments this week because it looks like they're going to be successful. Plan accordingly. Expand your income streams. Maybe you're thinking about taking on a new side hustle or a second job or some type of way to make money that's really gonna grow your wealth here. I think you should be open to those ideas this week. You are in a position to build wealth, but you must maintain discipline and responsibility to ensure lasting prosperity. Make sure to trust yourself. You're looking in for your inner guidance here, your inner wisdom. You've got all the tools that you need to do everything with. All right, so let's go ahead and recap this all together here. You're building something with a great foundation here. Okay, you're making bold career decisions here, and you're ensuring that your financial strategy is going to align with your long-term goals this week. You're working well with others. Just remember to be mindful of how you're responding, even if the message isn't what you wanted to hear. Respond thoughtfully. You've made it through a tough cycle here, but the Hermit is telling us that was really part of your journey to begin with. You were meant to learn something from that, even though it was a hard lesson to learn. Again, choose your battles wisely this week. Also, I did almost forget to check your shadow card here. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, that is telling us there. That's exactly what you needed to hear. So that's telling us that everything that you're building here is going to lead to legacy wealth, really, lasting prosperity. This is showing that the foundations that you're building back here are going to be long lasting and impact you and those around you. This is definitely a card of safety and security when it comes to finance. So make sure you're trusting the process, Aries. Okay, you've got this. Take calculated risks, calculated steps, get educated about what you're doing, and take on those new roles and responsibilities that you're being offered this week. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. I love hearing from you and how these all resonated with you. I'm wishing you a powerful and successful week ahead, and I will see you next week.